So before you pass on your admission ticket at the gate, there's a couple of buildings you'll see when you enter into the Saigon Zoo and Botanical Gardens. The one on the right is a Hung King's Temple. That actually used to be a monument to Indo-Chinese soldiers that fought for France in World War I, but they converted that over in the 20th century. And to the left is the Vietnamese Museum of History. Okay, seriously, no pun intended. This place is a bit of a zoo on the weekends. They kind of have loud music going here. I don't know if it's super appropriate for a place where they keep animals, but that's the way it is on the weekends here. So come during the week if you're not into the really party atmosphere here at the zoo. And right now, because things are still adjusting back to normal, I'm really lucky to be here, and there's just not a lot of people here during a weekday morning. J.B. Louis Pierre. This is the guy that established the Zoo and Botanical Gardens back in 1865. It's the largest one of its kind, by the way, in Vietnam. And one of the things that makes this place so great, especially when it's hot, the sun is beating down, are these awnings that are strategically placed in parts of the park here on the grounds, just to sort of give you a chance to cool down a little bit. I've reestablished my shooting schedule now for the rainy season, because typically in the afternoons here in Ho Chi Minh City we get showers. It's not super conducive to filming, so I'm out in the mornings now. So I'm here in the mornings and get to enjoy, like I said, the quiet space here during the week right now that we have. This is like a bonsai garden here. Very nice. So what really is cool about the botanical gardens here is they have, of course, lots of local species, but then they have these exotic species like the baobab tree of Madagascar and Africa, which is very cool to see in this setting. These guys are just free to roam. I would definitely watch out. I've become an exhibit myself here. Now, as long as they don't think my camera is a piece of food, I think I'm fine here. I actually filmed a person being attacked by a monkey in India several years ago, and it made it onto a Netflix series that's seen in Australia, I think. So now whenever I see monkeys, I always keep the video rolling, just in case. You never know. Might pay the rent for a couple months. Hello. It's feeding time. Oh, that's nice. He gets to feed them. Oh, these trees are worth the price of admission alone. This is absolutely amazing. One of my favorite green spaces in all of Ho Chi Minh here. Not really sure what to think of this. Tree labyrinth. Oh my God. This is my death sentence. Well, let's try it. What the hell? My height has absolutely no advantage here. I have a feeling if I... Oh, another dead end. If I ever make it to the center, I'm gonna find a pile of Westerners with expired visas. My God, I think I'm getting close. I'm dying here. Oh, I made it. Yay. Okay, well, I think that finished me off. So I'm going to take a break and I'll meet you back at my place for something to eat. New set. I live in a kitchen now. Hope you like it. I have no idea, by the way, when Vietnam is going to open up its borders to foreigners. Everything is speculation right now. So if you see a date on there, forget it. It's just speculation. People are speculating that Vietnam is going to open up its borders again after June 30th. That's only because recently Vietnam allowed foreigners who arrived after March the 1st to stay until the end of June without having to worry about renewing their visa. They still need some documentation and things, but they don't have to panic and worry about extending their visa. They've offered that to them. That's the only reason why people would think that it's going to open up after June 30th. Cambodia has recently opened up its borders to 6 more countries, but you have to jump through hoops to get to Cambodia. You're going to have a COVID-19 test 72 hours before your flight leaves. You're also going to have to prove that you have insurance, medical insurance, of value at least $50,000, and you're probably going to be quarantined for 14 days upon arrival. So obviously this is just for people that are planning on living there, staying there for a long time, work, NGO work, whatever. So that's the only reason why you'd be going to Cambodia. Not a good time to be traveling for tourism purposes. I really think Vietnam is going to be the big story out of this whole global pandemic. Vietnam, in the past 35 days, has not had one new community case of COVID-19. Not one, 35 consecutive days. There are currently 324 cases total, 184 of which are imported, and 264 recoveries. There's still 13,000 people quarantined either at a state-run facility, a hospital, or in their home right now in Vietnam. I really like my new place, my kitchen. Okay, here we go. Vegan pizza, my God, I love the vegan pizzas from House of Chai. And it's warm. I mean, it's hot, I would say. It's not warm. I think I live closer to that place now, so that's why. But I haven't ordered this in a year. So this is, I've taken a little bite out of this already because this is my second take. This is a really great pizza because they make their own cheese. They make cashew cheese for their pizzas. And it's got roast eggplant, tomatoes, I think rocket, like some kind of bitter greens. Anyways, the crust is really good. It's kind of chewy. That's so good. Now I just need a beer, and maybe I'll finish off that wine that you can see over my shoulder. Hey, James Cannon, thank you so much for the pizza. Thank you for your support as always. Second time donation for James. I really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you again. Thank you for all of the positive feedback, the comments, all of that stuff as well. If you want to support me and the channel with either a donation or a pledge to my Patreon page, there's 3 different links in the video description below. Just check that out. Again, thank you so much. Thank you for being engaged. So some of us are at different stages here of dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. Some of us who are fortunate, we have a little bit more freedom now, and social distancing measures have been relaxed in some places. For those that are still under lockdown, having to stay inside, I really feel for you. One of the reasons why Vietnam has been so successful is because they are very community oriented. They think of others and how what their actions do can affect others. So please think not only of yourself and your family, but your community, your neighbors, all the people around you as well. And I know that we'll all get through this.